Hi, and welcome to Dadgames Teaches Pokemon, a Pokemon basic series where I give a beginner's friendly guide to the wondrous world of Pokemon. We're back. Sorry for the long hiatus. I know there was a week in between there, but we are back, we are live, and we are gone. I want to take a preemptive moment and say if you guys like this video towards the end of the video, please give me a like, give me a comment, and give me a sub. All three of those things help me move up the ranks in YouTube's funky algorithm. So if you wouldn't mind doing that, that'd be awesome. But let's get into today's topic. Today's topic is, you ready for this? Today's topic is items. Now you may ask, why did we wait so long to get into items? Honestly, because items are a super big game changer and a little bit more complicated than it seems at first. But items are a really great way to turn some tides in battle. So let's begin with a few basics about items. Items are what they are. They're things that you can use throughout the game of Pokemon. Things that aren't Pokemon at all. So you have items such as Pokeballs. You have items such as potions. TMs are considered an items, which we covered earlier. So items have been sprinkled in here and there throughout the rest of the series, but overall, they're just a way that you can use things to power through the game. Now, the big question is, where do I get an item? Well, there are many places you can get an item. You can go to the Pokemart. You can go find them out in the wild. You can actually even win them from random Pokemon. You can even have a Pokemon that's a complete and total kleptomaniac who just picks up random items. And so every once in a while, you'll check in your party and you'll be like, when did I give you a potion? You didn't. He's a klepto, picked it up. He needs help. Please help Pachirisu. Call 1-800 help Pachirisu. There are a few things that are in the bag. For this, we're going to refer to our handy dandy game. So we have the game. All right. Once you get into the menu item, you're going to go over to bags. Now, in your bag, in the old game, all of your stuff was just in your bag. It was just in there 100% of the time. Good luck trying to find anything. You'd have to organize it yourself if you wanted to. As the games progressed, they figured out, hey, maybe we should organize these bags for these players a little bit. So first thing, once you're in the bag, if you hit X, you can sort it by type, by name, or by which one you got the most. That's complete and total preference to you. You can do that for all of your items, as you can see. So that's different ways to do that. Now, the first part in your bag, we have potions. All right. Now, like I said, each game is organized a little differently. As they progressed, each game was organized differently. So keep that in mind. This is Sword and Shield. So this is the most recent way to do it, but just keep in mind, they'll basically be mostly the same. So the first one is your medicines. This is where you have your potions to your max honeys. You got a bunch of different stuff in here, but most of the stuff, it's your potions and status healing items and stuff like that. Potions and medicines are stuff that you can actually use in battle. So that's very important. This is the stuff that you can use when you hit the item tab. The next one over, we have Pokeballs. This is only when you want to catch a Pokemon. And these just kind of keep track of your different balls that you have. As you can see, you can have a bunch of different ones in here. After that, we have your battle items. These are also other items that you can use to battle. Now, these battle items are simply just items that raise certain statistics in the middle of a fight. So like, for instance, the X attack will sharply boost your attack stat. It's the same as kind of using Swords Dance or another move that does the same thing. It's just in the item form. I was going to move on. Before I move on, it's very important that these three tabs are not available in competitive Pokemon. So if you're going to go into rank battle and you're going to be like, haha, I'm just going to potion and revive, you won't be able to. These are only available in a game, not during the rank competition, battle tower, stuff like that. The berries are something you can use for the curries. You can also give them to Pokemon and they'll have different effect based on what type of berries they are and what Pokemon you give them to. Now, let's look at the Aramberry. The Aramberry activates when the Pokemon takes enough damage. It'll eat some of the berry and replenish some of its HP. These you can give to a Pokemon to hold on to, and we'll talk about that in just a second. But berries are big because you can use these in competitive Pokemon. So if you need a backup heal or something to do something, like say, you're going against a burn team, a Pokemon that's going to get burned, you can give them a berry that will heal burn. So that way your Pokemon's not stuck with it. These other items are other things that you can use throughout the game, like repel pushes things back, rare candies level you up, XP candies level you up, stuff like that. So these are all the like basically your miscellaneous items, stuff that you can give your Pokemon to train them as you need to or do something. Now, in this one, you also have stones. All right. Stones, if you remember from my leveling and evolution, are the way you evolve a Pokemon. You also have things like the sweet apples, hard apples, crackpot protectors. These are all things that are used to evolve Pokemon. Some of them you have to give it to a Pokemon and they automatically evolve. Some of them you have to give it to a Pokemon and then trade them and they'll evolve. So remember what we talked about in trading. Make sure you trade to a trusted member of society. Then you got other items that you can give them, battle items that you can give them. Like for instance, the choice band raises the attack set of a Pokemon, but only allows that Pokemon to use one move. So keep that in mind. These are other items that you can use during competitive battles to kind of give your Pokemon an edge. The other one I really wanted to talk about were stuff like your Everstone, which prevents Pokemon from getting healed. So this is where you'll find all of your other stuff that you'll use for your Pokemon. The TM are where you teach your Pokemon your moves. And we talked a lot about technical machines in my technical machines video, so you guys are more than welcome to check that one out. I'm not going to go into it too much. Treasures are where you find things that like fossils, so you can revive fossil Pokemons. Bottle caps, if you're into competitive training, we'll talk about that more when we get into EVs and IVs. Stuff that you can sell for high prices like the Stardust, the Bomb Mushrooms, the Comet Shards. These solely exist in the game just to get you money. Ingredients are stuff for curry. Now, this is something that's going to be a lot more unique to Sword and Shield. So just keep that in mind. And then your key items, most places have a key item. These are important items that you'll use throughout your adventure. So for instance, the escape rope became a key item. It wasn't always a key item, but it became one. Adventures Guide, Road and Catalog, your charms, if you happen to get any of these, your DLC passes are here, wishing stars, fishing rods and bikes. All right. So that's kind of how your bag is laid out. So a held item is an item that you give a Pokemon. All right. So again, these are things that your Pokemon are holding on to that they're going to be able to use in battle. Now, if you have a Pokemon that can find random items, it's very important that you check this before going into a battle because you may end up having an extra item that you did not intend to use that you can't use. So let's look at Urshifu right here. We're going to check his summary. So you can see Urshifu is holding the Focus Sash. It's an item to be held by a Pokemon. If the holder has full HP, it will endure a potential KO attack. So that means as long as his health is full, if someone tries to do a one-hit KO attack, he'll live. That's a great item to have, and these items you can trade out with your Pokemon. Let's look at Cinderace over here. He has leftovers. So as long as he's missing HP, he'll recover a little bit of HP each turn. So you kind of have to read the items and pick and choose when to use them and what Pokemon you want to use them on. That is the very basics of items. I know it wasn't much. I said it was a pretty complicated, and that's because it gets complicated once you start talking strategies. I would sit here and give you like, oh, you need to do this for this and this for this and this for this, but that really starts going more into team building. You have to decide what items are going to be best for your Pokemon based on the scenarios that you're going into. All right. Now, using these during the regular gameplay can be a huge game changer, especially using things like revives and super potion. It'll definitely keep you alive when you're facing a very powerful trainer. However, once you get into competitive, you're really going to want to rely a lot on other different items, such as the leftovers, your berries and things like that. So really keep that in mind. Guys, I hope you found this useful and helpful. If you did find it useful and helpful, awesome. If you didn't and it was just a nice refresher, great. If you were just like, I knew all of this and you missed some things or I was expecting something else, please let me know in the comments below and I will be more than happy to start looking and making other videos such as that. Like I said, guys, please leave a like, a sub, and a comment. All of that really helps me out a lot. And be sure to check one of these other awesome videos right here on our channel. All right. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate y'all support. And until next time, I will see you all later.